Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the J360 Legion? This is J-Man, of course, and welcome to another J360 Mini Bites, here for episode 16. And let me tell you something, you didn't get one last week, did you? Yep, so this is catching up, pretty much. Otherwise, it would have been the 17th episode. But, I'm just here to let you all know, we're doing quite a bit of different things this week, because I got carried away with J360 TV and getting prepared for college and everything. Things have gotten a little, lopsided. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you a mini bite tonight. We're going to go ahead and get J360 Radio Live number 6. Yes, the aforementioned number 6 ready for you all tomorrow. And then on Friday, you got the J-Man Show episode 112 happening. Well, man, do I have a lot to cover on that one, because things have really gotten insane in our society. Then again, it's debatable. You see, has it gotten bad, or has it always been bad and just getting worse? Because, see, you got a few things that are trending. Like, you got Ben Shapiro trending. Sometimes he makes sense, but this time he hasn't, over his latest debacle. And then you got Trump recession trending. And you also have what's going on in Philadelphia right now. That guy is really capping those cops, isn't he? Of course, he didn't kill him. He injured him. But still, it's just, dang, man. We just got over three other shootings, too. It's, wow. Things are off the chain, man. Why can't people just sit back and take a day to chill out like I do? Which is what I really needed, because I'm watching VR Troopers. Yeah, Netflix is killing it, believe it or not. Yeah, I know they were losing money there for a while, but if you want to talk about banking on nostalgia, they got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on there, and they got VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, all this stuff from the 90s. And you see, the thing is, I used to watch Beetleborgs and Power Rangers, but this is my first time watching VR Troopers, and yeah, it's pretty corny, but I love the charm of it. Like, I'm sitting here watching it now, and you can see what they used. As a filmmaker, you can see, like, all the stuff that they've done, but you can also see, like, this isn't bad. I think there's another series out there, too, that dealt with the same stuff, but, of varying details. What was it, like, Tattoo Teenage Fighters from Beverly Hills or some crap like that. We'll talk about it on a nostalgia-based J-Man episode, I guess. But, speaking of it, actually, why not talk about it today? Today is nothing but nostalgia, because I think the Sega Genesis is celebrating its 30th anniversary. I think it came out today, but we're getting that Sega Genesis Mini next month. I love how everybody's going back to retro. Retro is amazing, and, it's keeping the spirit of what was alive, but you see, oh crap, it ended with a two-parter. No, stay back on this. I'm still watching VR Troopers, guys. But, so as far as like what Sega Genesis is going on, they have that new Mini. And I'm telling you, every single Mini system that came out, a little bit of hit and miss here and there. I know some of y'all went ahead and got Retcon 5 and all those other consoles that are out there so you can play the actual old games that you do have. And then, of course, you look at like how everybody saw Nintendo do it, along with classic NES and Super NES. I'm wondering if the Nintendo 64 is next. You would think, right? And then you look over, you see PlayStation did theirs, but amazingly, a lot of people didn't even talk about the PlayStation's re-release. Not too many, I guess because they probably didn't like the way the games look. I mean, they were always blocky like that. But they still defined a generation, though. It just, and then with Sega here, you realize that there's been a lot of Sega re-releases. there's been about as many Sega re-releases as there have been Atari re-releases. So I guess because Sega's really backing this one instead of licensing it out, maybe that's what the big buzz about all that stuff is. So who knows? But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not getting the Sega Genesis Mini because I already have the Contemplation disc for both PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And then there's times I sit there and I look at it and I'm like, okay, come on, Sega. You guys are a strong brand. I mean, if you don't quit, milking and killing Sonic like you do, you could be a stronger brand. You see, what they ought to do is just go ahead and bring back a lot of those old IPs. I know Streets of Rage 4 is supposed to be making a comeback. Shenmue 3 is supposed to come out it was supposed to come out this month. But chances are it might come out next month. Either way, it's coming. And then I think Suzuki is planning to make more of them, which is cool. I just hope that story has a strong resolution to it. And while we're in the re-releasing conversation, I would like Capcom to hurry up and get Onimusha 2 and 3, and even Dawn of Dreams, even though Dawn of Dreams was kind of a pain in the ass. That's why I stuttered there for a moment. Because, when I played that as a kid, it was too damn hard. But it was well worth the challenge, and you might as well get a complete set of all the games. There is no reason why we as gamers and people who just love these IPs can't get a complete re-release. Other than maybe Milk Money and that would do it. Milk Money, right? Because everything. It's not about customer satisfaction. It's not about building a fan base and curating that fan base. It's all about the money, the cold hard cash. And as I build the J360 shops, I wonder, will I turn into that same money-grubbing individual that I always talk about on both of these shows? Will I become what I dislike? Is there no other end to being what you hate? Yeah, that won't be answered in this episode, but I'm guaranteeing that there will be something out there that describes whether, Actually, I'll answer that right now. Hell no. I got enough discipline to just keep myself in check all the time, which a lot of other people should try to look into. Speaking of which, Instagram, yes. While I'm building J360 TV, it is amazing to find out how Instagram will go to the lowest depths. Actually, I should go higher than that. How all of Facebook Inc. is pretty much using shadow banning as a way of saying, you know what? Hey, that's cool. You're building your own stuff. That's not enough work for you. How about this? Well, we'll go ahead and we'll get you out there, but this is what we want you to do. Pay us to go ahead and maximize your awareness. After all, exposure is the real answer, right? It's better that they notice you, not based off of your hard work, but based off of all of our money and what we can do. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh, you want to do it by yourself? Not no more. Oh yeah, you go ahead and you post and use hashtags? Yeah, you'll get about maybe a couple of views here and maybe like 5 likes. I remember when I started, I would go into triple digits at least, and that's even on my own, personal page. I don't know what's wrong with them. But maybe they've noticed the money that's involved in it, and they're always saying, oh yeah, you know what? This is a way for us to make extra cash, which is why sometimes when you start up your own streaming, why you can't necessarily stream on your Facebook page without going directly on it or paying the third-party system you use in order to use that technology. Now, you can use that on your profile, but as usual, when you do your profile, that depends on whether you set all your content to public so people can see it, which a lot of people haven't, or you set it to where your fan base is there on your personal profile, which I'm sure some people are not on that sort of aspect. Once again, it's just ridiculous to the point of how we use these things. And the only reason why they've gotten this way is because advertisement is free over there. That's pretty much the money. And you see the way certain companies have made Facebook into what it is because, hey, we don't have to pay an ad company to go put us out there. We use Facebook to do it. It's amazing how the advancement of social media kind of puts us in a funnel and a vacuum that is slowly but surely destroying itself. And it's sad. Of course, you cannot always broadcast to your group, But hey, there's only a matter of time before they find a way to say, you're using our technology for that, right? Yes, we're going to go ahead and mess that up too, because that's how we are. You know? And I just look at it. That's how we are. Sad stuff. But, it is what it is. I look at it like this. If I didn't have to use this crap, I wouldn't use it. And then hopefully as J360 Radio and J360 TV and company grow, chances are we will get to that point. See what I'm saying? That I will probably never have to use that stuff. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and be mean to those that have followed us on Facebook page and all that have followed us on the Instagram page. I'm just being honest. It's just the way they run that stuff there. At best, maybe you should all check out the YouTube channel. And I'm going to post that in the link when I go ahead and do the J-Man show this week. But we're working on all the various things we need. But even then, YouTube can be a real hole too. So this is all about fighting the system every chance you get. And as you should. Because, you just can't always get it that certain way. And then people out here, they're always looking for a way to make a buck. So it's one of them things you got to keep an eye on. But as I sit here and I look at VR Troopers again, I can see that this is, still corny. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I like corny stuff, so I'm going to keep watching this over there. Oh, I had another tangent I wanted to go on. It's amazing, right? This is going back to social media, but it's amazing that we have this ability to connect with anyone out there in the world. And you see, you got some people, right? They get elevated to that point where they think they're better than other people. And it's like this. It's like, if you really think about it, you're just on the other side of the computer screen. You are no different than that person that loves your work, except for the fact that they're probably not interested in doing the same kind of material. And if they are interested in doing the same kind of material you're doing, what gives you the right to treat them like crap? Now, I've always had a golden rule here in J360 Productions. Never piss off your day ones. Now, while we're not on that higher part of the hierarchy, I would like to say that we are pretty much growing and pulling ourselves to get to that level. And as we are getting to that level, it is the J360 Legion that helps us along the way. In addition to the Podverse and other production companies that are vying for the same thing that we are. It's part of a community. And part of that community, you do not have to ostracate anybody or make an example out of everybody just to make yourself feel good. And I've seen certain people, and I'm going to say, out of all the other creative industries out here that do that stuff. Now, you can go ahead and tell me, Jay, you don't know our fans. Some of them are jerks. Some of them are this. Some of them are that. I get that. Yeah, I do, actually. I mean, we had people dictate what direction we could go at and stuff, but it's like this. Sometimes you just look at it and say, yeah, sure, buddy. And then you keep doing what you do. That's what being a creative is all about. You got to have that level. Sure, you want to please the client sometimes. But then there's such a thing as pleasing the client too much without putting that spin on it that makes you great. You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? You see, don't lose yourself into mediocrity. Don't lose yourself into the point of, hey, I got to please everybody. And while you're at it, when you're up on that pedestal, right, treat them with respect too. And don't get your head so fat and full of ego that you say, oh yeah, who are you? I never needed you. You insult to humanity and everything. And I see it right here where this guy sent this woman something in her DMs. Apparently you can't direct message people, but it's still a function on these websites. When did that become a cardinal sin? I guess because of all the eggplant videos that some people get. And I'm not talking about eggplant the vegetable, if you know what I mean. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, not everybody's a creep. Some people have bad social skills. I remember I used to be one of them at one time. But I changed and I matured. I got better. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's something I did when I was a kid. But, I just don't understand it. Like, human communication is very important. That's how businesses and pretty much the day-to-day lifestyle of things thrive. And we got it so easy now that we make it more difficult. It's one of them things I'm really going to have to look into when I do more research for the J-Men show. But, hell, that's just so much to cover. I mean, after all, there's a merger going down, and I'm still not cool about the Disney-Fox thing. I remember when I was behind it, but I also remember I don't like the idea of two evil companies coming together. And right now, you got CBS and Viacom about to do the same thing. But I'll touch base on that in another episode because it's time for me to go. But you all take it easy, and we will catch up again later.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.